Joe Klein from Time magazine didn't want to let a good crisis go to waste as he blamed the Bush administration for a disaster that happened on Obama's watch.
This is more Bush's second Katrina than Obama's first.
If you go to the management issue.
PBS's Tavis Smiley emulated Rosie O'Donnell and took it to a new level as he compared radical Muslims to everyday Christians.
Somehow, the idea got into their minds that to kill other people is a great thing to do and that they would be rewarded in the hereafter.
But Christians do that every single day in this country.
Do they blow people up every single day?
Christians every day. People walk into post office. People walk into post offices. They walk into schools. That's what Columbine is. I could do this all day long. There are folk in the Tea Party, for example, every day who are being, recently arrested for making threats against elected officials, for calling people nigger as they walk into Capitol Hill, for spitting on people. That's within the political, that's within the body politic of this country.
Lesley Stahl, the correspondent for CBS's 60 Minutes, compared the American economy to a burn victim whose life was miraculously saved by President and Dr. Obama.
It reminded me of a doctor who has this horrible burn victim come into the hospital, and he saves the guy's life. This is our economy. Right. Saves the guy's life, but the guy wakes up and he's got scars all over his face, and that's all he sees, that's all anybody sees. The guy's living, but he looks awful. And what's the doctor supposed to say? And that's what he's fighting. He's fighting an economy that just won't give him anything.
The unmistakable Joy Behar had some choice words for Republican Senate candidate Sharon Angle.
I'd like to see her do this ad in the South Bronx. Come here, bitch. Come to New York and do it.
Well, and we're praying for you. Yeah. We're praying for you.
Even Joy is praying for you. I'm not praying for her.
I'm praying for everybody. No,
She's going to hell.
I'm praying that her heart gets changed.
She's going to hell, this bitch.
I'm praying that Sharon...
When the media weren't calling Tea Party activists and conservatives Nazis, they were sometimes calling them Islamophobes, like Christiane Amanpour in this exchange.
Gary Bauer, as you know, a series of politicians have used the Islamic Center, have used sort of Islamophobia and scare tactics in their campaigns.
Now, Christina, that's a loaded question. Really? People are using a fear of Muslims for their political purposes?
People are talking the same kind of thing.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
that's what he believes.
I would suggest to you that Muslims are using these sorts of victimhood cards for their political purposes.
But my question is, do you take any, after some of the loaded things that have been said, and we can play you any number of tapes, Mr. Bauer, do you take any responsibility at all for instance, what happened
in Murfreesboro? Are you serious? Absolutely not. I have never encouraged violence. I condemn violence.
You don't think the rhetoric sort of lays the groundwork for others who might feel...
Christina,
I'm asking you.
Chris Matthews demonstrated he has no shame when it comes to expressing his physiological reactions to Barack Obama. So once again, he had another thrill.
In America, no dream is beyond our grasp if we reach for it and fight for it and work for it.
You know, I get the same thrill up my leg, all over me, every time I hear those words. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that's me. He's talking about my country, and nobody does it better. Can President Obama stir us again and help his party keep power?